Hey guys, today we're going to be doing an old-fashioned trying new makeup video. So Lawless actually sent me a bunch of products over in PR, and I'm actually really excited because they're new launches that I have never seen from Lawless. Some cool products. They're being sold at Sephora. They seem really cool, and I'm going to test them all out for you guys. So I have their brand new talc-free powder. So this is their setting powder, and it looks just like this. So on one side it has the powder, and then it has the little spongy, and yeah, I wanted to give it a try. They sent me two different colors, light, medium, and medium, so I'll be trying this out for you guys in today's video. I'm also going to be testing, oh, don't break it, I'm also going to be testing their new concealer. So this is the long wearing, this is the Conceal the Deal concealer. If you guys remember, a long time ago I tried their concealer, and it was, can't remember the name of it, but it was not a very good concealer. There was issues with that concealer. So I'm very excited to try their new reformulation. This is a new concealer, completely different from that older concealer, which I don't even remember the name of it, and a brush. But this is a really cool dual-ended multi-use powder brush that I am going to be testing out in today's video. And inside of the PR package, they also sent me this makeup bag. I don't know if the makeup bag is for sale. I hope it is because it's so cute, but if it's not, what a cute makeup bag this is. I cannot wait to fill it up with stuff because it's actually like a perfect size. Lawless is a cruelty-free, vegan, all that good stuff brand, and I cannot wait to test all of these out for you. So because I have nothing to do today, because yesterday was such a busy day for me that today I am doing absolutely nothing. I will be working outside around the house, so I'm going to be doing a wear test on the concealer and also on the powder to see how it settles in on the skin. So let's go ahead and let's zoom in. Let's not waste too much time. Let's get into details and let's try these products out together. So actually on my brows today, I have another product from Lawless. I use the Lawless Hold Up Soft Set. So this is something I've actually recommended to you guys. It is like a brow wax and it's so cool. It's actually like, I use the one that almost looks like a gray color because it kind of lightens my brows a little bit. So I'm actually using light medium, and it's kind of like a gel, thicker, and it helps to hold your brows up. And then I use their brow product. This is the color Teddy Bear, and it kind of reminds me of the Makeup by Mario one. It's like the thicker pencil, the triangle or whatever. And I used it to do my brows today, and I've actually been using it pretty often. So I wanted to give a shout out to these two products because I received these not that long ago, but I couldn't try them in the video. But since that video, I've actually been using them quite a lot. So I wanted to give them a little quick shout out. But what we're going to talk about today is the new perfecting powder. We also have the concealer and the brush. So let's talk about the powder first. So I got two of them. I have the one in medium, and I also have the one in light medium. I have a feeling that I'm going to be going with medium. So this is the new perfecting powder. It's talc-free. It's skin smoothing powder. It's $39. It has 7 flexible shades. It's available at Sephora and on Lawless Beauty. It has a medium buildable coverage. It does say that you can use it before foundation or use it after, depending on how you want it to be. So it basically says that it can help to eliminate shine, and they did say that you could use it kind of just like a one and done powder foundation, or you can use it after foundation, kind of like get rid of the shine and also to add some more coverage. I want to show you guys the other colors that it comes in. So it has these 7 shades. So it's supposed to be flexible, meaning that it could work for multiple skin tones in one variation. So I'm excited. So I think I'm going to just try out the medium one. Let me see what the light medium looks like. So I'll show you guys both of them. So the light medium is this one. So this right here is light medium. Let's swatch it. And I mean, like, that tone honestly looks like it's almost like my skin color, but I don't want to look too pale. So that's why I think I'm just going to go with the other one. But the other one is medium, and medium looks like this. That's medium. And I think medium might be better. I love the feeling of the powder. Kind of reminds me of like the Charlotte Tilbury powder, like that really finely milled, yummy powder. But yeah, let's go ahead and put it on the skin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on first. and just to get an idea of how it works without foundation, and then I'll put on foundation and put it on top. So we'll try it both different ways and see how we like it. So the other product we're gonna use at the same time is going to be the multi-use powder brush. So this is a 2-in-1 multi-use powder complexion brush that does it all. So the smaller side is supposed to be used for like under the eyes and around the nose, while the bigger side is supposed to be used for all over the face. So this actually might be a really cute little brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I love this brush. That's actually a really pretty brush. It feels good too. I like this. Okay, so this brush right here is a $39 brush. It's available at Sephora and also on Lawless Beauty. It's cruelty-free and vegan. So it's supposed to give an airbrushed skin look. Interesting. Let's try it out. Overdid it. Let's just like apply it. I just want to apply it on one side of the skin just to see how perfected it really makes my skin look without foundation or anything. We will go in with foundation because I've got a lot of filming to do. And even though the perfected skin look with just powder may look good in person on camera, I need a lot more makeup. So there we go. That's a few little sweeps of the powder. And I think that it did cover the skin pretty well. If you guys can see the redness and a little discoloration on this side, and this side looks a little bit more perfected. Yeah, I think I could actually use this on its own with a little concealer. Obviously, it's not covering the dark circles or anything like dramatic. Like, it's not gonna cover like a huge red spot or something like that, but it does even the skin tone out, and I think it did a really nice job at that. That's nice. And this is medium, and I think medium was perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some foundation. Then we're gonna use it on top to see if it really like sets in the skin and really perfects the already perfected. So let's see how that works, but I like that. Okay, so I added some color to my skin by putting on the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and then I also used a little bit of her bronzer. And before we go back in with the powder, we should do the concealer first because I want to kind of set it with the powder as well. So let's go and jump into the concealer. So that's another thing. They sent me over 2 different shades. So they sent me the shade Macaroona. Oh my goodness, I'm probably saying that wrong, right? Macaroon, what is this? What is that word? I don't know. But anyways, these are the 2 shades. Let's see which one looks more like me. I don't know why from the like picture it looks like it would be linen, but I'm not sure. Ooh, this looks pretty. So this is the color linen. Huh. This is the color macaroon. Or macaroni. Ooh, one's a little bit more yellow and the other one's more neutral. I think I'm gonna go with the more neutral looking one, but I probably could use both of them to be honest. So let's go ahead and try out linen. I ran out of my Bobbi Brown corrector. I am very sad right now because that is the corrector I always use to cover the dark circle first. I always do that. It's kind of like my thing, so it's kind of sad that I can't try right now. We will go ahead and do it this way. So I'm just gonna place it like that, and then I'm gonna use a brush to blend it. Now, actually, this shade is a little on the lighter side for me. Ooh, that's pretty light. Huh. So that's actually really light. I probably would even wanna go, whoa, that is. So let me do a lot of blending in. I'll probably have to go over a little bit with my foundation brush too to make this match the rest of my skin. So it definitely did a huge brightening effect. And I do see the dark circles look pretty covered. That actually looks really nice, to be honest. Let's see how it sits on the skin. It's not going into my lines right now. Let's see how it sits on the skin, and we're gonna set everything and see how it all comes to be at the end. So, all right, let's get ready to, let's do this eye and then let's get into setting the skin. So I went ahead and applied cream bronzer again. So now everything kind of like mixes and matches really, really well. Typically I would have put on the concealer first if I would have known it was so light, and then I would have put the bronzer on after so that everything blends better. But I went ahead and bronzed again, and now I think it looks really, really good. So for the concealer, coverage wise, decent. Not super full coverage, so if you have dark circles, you may need to go on with a color corrector first, which is typically what I do. I don't really like really thick concealers anyways because I feel like they can get into your lines and they also can make you look older. So I typically like thinner concealers, but the color corrector is usually what does the cake of covering like the darkness. So it's a decent concealer, not super full coverage. Right now it looks good, but I would like to see how it wears. So we're probably gonna do a wear test on that. So let's go ahead and let's cover the skin with the powder now. So let's set the skin with the medium powder. So I'm just gonna go in with a decent amount on a brush and set the skin. Let's set one side and see what the difference looks like. So we're just gonna go ahead and go like this. Don't forget my neck because I don't wanna be 7 colors. Let's see if this does like a beauty filter as it says. And then let's use the other side of the brush. Ooh, for the under eye. Ooh, I like this for the under eye. It's really nice. So there we go. Set skin, not set skin. Can you see a difference? Set skin, not set skin. I think it did do a little blurring effect for sure. But what do you guys think? I think it did a good blurring effect. Let me go ahead and do the rest of the face and yeah, let me see what happens here. Okay, so my entire face is set and I think it looks really, really good. Let's take off some of this concealer off my lips. So anyways, this is what it looks like. I think it did a really good job. And my skin looks really nice. I'm wearing foundation and then this powder that really does some really good coverage on top. So it looks like I have makeup on right now, but it has more of like a filtered makeup look. It's really, really nice. Whereas before, when I just used it as a powder, it just kind of looked like I didn't have makeup on, but it was filtered. So I guess it depends on how you want to use the product. Do you want a filtered face look or you want something that looks a little bit more skin-like? I do like the fact that you can use it either way and it works really nice. The concealer actually comes in 26 shades. So I am sure there's a shade match that's a little bit deeper that I probably could wear more on its own. Like if I were to use the powder with a concealer, my concealer needs to be a little bit deeper than these 2 lighter shades. But other than that, I think the concealer did a really good job. But I think we need to do a wear test. I have time today. So what I'm gonna do is wear this makeup for the entire day and let's see what the results are at the end. So I will see you in a few hours. All right, so we are at the end of the video and I have some really good news to report to you guys. I actually really like this. I like both products. Looking at my under eyes, I mean, they look pretty good. It's a little bit inside the creases, but like nothing that I usually don't get with regular concealers. I think it stayed really nice and I actually still feel like my under eyes are pretty bright. It's been at least 6 hours with this makeup on and I think my makeup looks really good. I was outside, it's very hot outside. Oh, it's hot outside. It's humid too, but it's not rainy or anything like that. But it's just a really hot day and I was sitting outside for a really long time and I feel like my makeup stayed in place and this powder is good. So I really like this powder. The powder did an amazing job at setting down this foundation. The Charlotte Tilbury foundation that I used, it's a little bit more of like a shiny, dewy foundation. And I usually mix it in with a moisturizer, so I make it even more dewy. So typically when I use that, it's kind of like my tinted moisturizer, right? But setting it with this powder, it actually made it into like a real foundation to me. It set it down. I'm very mattified. I stayed mattified. I got a little oils peeking through, but I was outside. It's like 80-degree weather. I'm in South Florida. It's humid. You're gonna get some interference with your makeup no matter what, but I have to say this looks good. So I really like this powder, and I think I really like the concealer as well. I just honestly want to get a better tone. I want a better color so I could really take advantage of using it more often. But I think it did a really nice job. And I also want to try using this concealer with my color corrector because that's typically the way that I use concealers anyways. So once my Sephora sale order comes in, I will have my corrector again and I'm going to test these out with my corrector to see how they jive together because that's going to be like that's really going to tell me whether I'm going to love this product or not. But I can already say these are great. And this is such a good brush. Okay, so this is such a good brush. I love this brush. So I would say like, if you can get this at the Sephora sale, I don't know if it's gonna be over by the time I put this video, but I think this is great. It's great for setting down the under eyes, putting a little powder around the nose if you're doing a nose contour. And then the brush itself, you could stipple in the powder to kind of make it thicker, or you could blend it away. I love this brush. It's very soft. I love the dual-ended, which I usually don't like dual-ended products, but this one, for some reason, it's good. Maybe it's because it's like thin on one side, so it lets me hold it better, and then thicker on the side that you need more pressure. I don't know, but I I like this brush. Anyways, let me know down below if you've tried any of these, if you like these products, or what was your thoughts. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.